We are here in Dix Hills, New York at a new construction where we installed beautiful black aluminum railings. We installed this set of railings in the front of the property, this set of railings on the side of the property, and lastly, this basement entrance railing in the back. This even included a gate. We're going to take a look at each side of the house close up, starting with the front of the property. We're going to start here at the front of the property. Now please excuse the beeping, there's still a lot of construction going on here, and this guy just won't shut up. So at a new construction like this, the railings serve more of a purpose than just helping people get up and down the steps here. The railings are going to be one of the first things you notice when you pull up at a property like this, and as you'll see, everything on the outside is new. From the siding to the windows, the trim on the windows, and we wanted to do a railing that fits the vibe. So now let's take a close look at the left side of the stoop here and what makes this a modern railing. Well, first off, there are no twists and twirls like you would see on a more old-fashioned railing. As you'll see, it has a nice flat top with a little bit of a T shape that makes it easy to grab onto, and then you just have straight spindles going down, and I love the color. It is just a simple matte black, which is perfect for this property because as you'll see, it matches the windows, the window trim here, and the address sign here. Now taking a look at the other side of this railing, I want you to notice the posts. So each one of these posts is a 2.5-inch square post, and it has a nice little decorative trim on all of the corners. Each of the posts is capped off with a very simple cap on the top, again keeping the design simple and modern as to not draw too much attention to the railing. And then at the bottom of each post we have a decorative base skirt. That is great because it covers up the hole of concrete that you would see when we core drill one of these posts. Always necessary for a railing aesthetically to have a base skirt at the bottom of each post. Now, besides the railing being an aesthetic piece, it also provides a very important function, which is to help people get up and down the stairs. So as I briefly mentioned before, I really like the top of this aluminum railing because it makes a bit of a T shape. So you'll see the T shape on the top of this rail here provides substance to grip onto, you could say. The edges on the top make it really easy to place your hand around it and grip. Much easier than if it was just a regular rectangle or something like that. I really love the top of this railing. So now let's take a close-up look at the side railing over here. As you'll see, this is a much smaller stoop than the one in the front. We just have a landing about 3.5 feet long and then one step going down. But these aluminum sections can be cut to accommodate various different size stoops. Now I love the side railings over here because as you'll see, the color of the aluminum railings matches the blacktop driveway that the builder had put in perfectly. So the builder here had a clear vision of what he was looking to accomplish with these railings. He said, Alex, well, he didn't actually say this, quote unquote, but basically what I took from it was, we need something modern and black, but simple and also affordable, which is why, again, we went with the black aluminum railing. And the combo of this side piece with the blacktop driveway is stunning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where things get interesting. Here we have an aluminum railing around this basement entrance. So now guys, look at this drop right here. This is about an 8-foot drop. So the railings on both sides of this basement entrance serve a much different function than the railings in the front and on the side of the property. If someone fell over this edge, guys, it would be catastrophic. So these railings over here on the sides were essential, and we wanted them to match what we did in the front and side of the property. So we went with the same style and same material. Now, as you'll see, there are little concrete walls on both sides of the basement entrance, so we opted to core drill all of the posts directly on top of this wall going across the side here. But then you'll notice over here, we have the post in front of the concrete wall. So you'll see I'm taking a close-up look at this post because I want you to notice that it is longer than all the other posts. You see, we have to make up for about a 7-inch step right here. So this post needs to be taller, but on the bottom. As you'll see, I want the post up here to be level with the other posts that are on top of the wall. So we actually ordered a longer post to sit in front of the concrete wall. That requires good measuring when you're doing the initial estimate. Now I want to take a look at this aluminum railing gate that was made to match the railings on the rest of the property. Now, let's say you move into a house like this and you have children who love to explore. Having a gate at your basement entrance prevents the headache of constantly worrying about them falling down these stairs. So now, as I've said in many of our videos, a gate is only as good as the hardware that holds it up. Now, the manufacturer of the aluminum railings sent us some nylon hardware. However, whenever we're installing a gate, we like to use Modern Fence Technologies stainless steel gate hardware. So these right here are the hinges for aluminum gates made by Modern Fence Technologies, and I really like them because you'll notice, first, the design. It's really simple, and the hardware doesn't steal attention from the actual gate. Also, this is made of 100% American-made stainless steel, so you don't have to worry about these hinges rusting over time. These hinges will continue to operate smoothly for many years to come. Now, another thing I want to point out about these hinges is that they're easily adjustable. Simply by turning the nuts right here, you can pitch the gate up or down, making adjustments in the future really simple. Now I want to take a close-up look at the latch right here. This is a dual-sided latch, meaning that you can open it from either side of the gate. And something else I want to point out, particularly because this is a basement entrance, is that you have a hole on each side of the gate that can accept a padlock. So you could put a padlock on the inside to prevent the gate from being opened, or you can put it on the outside. Either way, whichever you prefer, you don't have to worry about the little ones being able to access the basement stairs. So if you hire us for an installation like this, you can rest assured knowing that we use the best quality hardware out there. So thank you to Modern Fence Technologies for sponsoring this video. We've been relying on their hardware for over a decade now across all of our installations, and I can always trust that their hardware is going to stand the test of time and make our customers happy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there are 11 steps leading down to this basement door. So for people who depend on railings to go up and down the steps, I mean, that is quite a distance to cover, which is why we also installed handrails on the sides here. As you'll see, this railing matches the aesthetic of the aluminum railings going around the entrance here, and also provides something very easy to hold on to. And what's great about them is they don't take up too much space. So as you'll see, this is not a really wide opening here. You don't want to do full railings that are going to encroach on the overall space you have to go up and down these steps. These, they look great, they're minimal, and like I said, they provide a nice grip to help people go up and down the stairs. You know, I'll say for all you calisthenics guys out there, this is a little bit too wide to do dips. So these handrails are very long. As you'll see, we're covering 11 steps. So on the lower portion of each side, we have 2 brackets that are connecting this railing directly into the concrete on the side here. So now with the handrail, I have to point out one customization we made, and I have to give my father credit for this one because he came up with the idea. But as you'll see, these concrete walls will obviously be different widths depending on which property you're at. And all of these brackets, the brackets right down here that connect to the concrete, and this rounded bracket up here that's meant to connect to the railing, they come in fixed sizes. And the bracket on the top there was not long enough to accommodate for the distance that the handrail would be off the wall. So we needed to come up with a custom solution. So what we did was we made a black spacer over here out of a 1/4 inch tubular railing. And this is great because it hides the nut and bolt and gives us the necessary necessary space that we need so that the handrail meets up with the brackets on the lower portion of the railing. This is a really neat way of doing it, and you can make these little spacers as long or short as you need to accommodate your situation. Now right here on your screen is my direct line. You can text or call this number if you are interested in having a railing like this installed at your property. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so that you can see more home improvement videos like this. We install all different kinds of railings, so I'd encourage you to check out the related content on your screen. Again, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.